Bean Soup Times is on a mission to create dope content that entertains, educates, and empowers the Black community. We keep our ear to the ground, we ask, we report to you. We help Black people to share their message. We promote real dialogue. We provide a platform to help give voice to the voiceless. We educate you on how to shop smart. Our passion is to inform you about Black events, businesses, organizations, and entertainers. We are Black owned. We are Black Chicago. We are the award-winning Bean Soup Times.
Sean Michelle's homemade ice cream is the only place to go when the ladies crave delicious old-fashioned homemade ice cream. Their vanilla tastes just like Grandma used to make it. With over 35 flavors, all made with the freshest ingredients, Kathy has never had banana pudding ice cream this good. It's homemade ice cream the way you remember, and Sean Michelle's doesn't upset your stomach. Enjoy in-store or take it to go. Sean Michelle's. Fall in love again.
First-time customers, buy one, get one free.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Can you all hear me now? Hold on. All right, we're going to do it like that. I hear echo. All right, there we go. We're going to solve that just like that. Quick little technical difficulty, but you know, we smooth, we roll with it, we rock with it. So, man, I'm so excited, brothers and sisters, for another episode of the Toure Muhammad Show. You know how we do. We love to bring you amazing people that are doing some incredible things in the city of Chicago, and I always tell you, and beyond. So we have a beyond today, man. We got a shaker and mover coming to us from that warm city of Miami. And man, shout out to FAMU. She's an FAMU student, and I know I got a lot of FAMU fans and friends. So definitely hope that you all tune in and check out this amazing young lady we're gonna have in just a second. But you know how we do. We always try to start off with something of inspiration, something of motivation to get you going, right? And today we got a special piece that we want to highlight. There's a concept. This is for business owners. This is for people who are thinking about a business. This is just for whatever you want to do in life and you want to be successful at it. Think about these three principles. 1 is be, 2 is do, and 3 is have. We're going to be talking to a student right now in a few minutes, right? So, but all of us should be students in some kind of way, right? And let's say you want to be a professional basketball player, right? Then when you are in grammar school, you should be doing the things that someone who is a professional basketball player would do at that age, right? You should be, if you want to be a professional basketball player, you can't be wasting time not practicing, right? You can't be, you know, goofing off and not strengthening your game. You have to be consistent. You have to show up. You have to learn how to become a team player. You have to be relentless. You have to be self-confident, right? You have to practice excellence, right? All these things that it takes for you to be, we got HBCU in the house, Michael Cox, for sure. It's my Morehouse brother, right? So you want to make sure that the things that a professional basketball player does, that you do, that's the being part, right? If you want to be a great music artist, you want to be a great fashion designer, whatever it is, then you need to be doing what people who are successful would be doing when they were your age, when they are in your position, when they're in your stage of development, right? Proactive, learning, all those things. right? So that's the beingness part. If you want to be a doctor, then you have to be like a doctor. You got to be doing the things a doctor would do. You, of course, have to be listening to and studying from and learning from a doctor. If you want to be a a professional restaurateur and own restaurants, then it don't make sense for you to spend 8 years learning from a doctor how to be a doctor, right? You need to learn from people who do what you want to do. So that's the beingness part. Then the doingness part, right? The first part is about mindset, be like they are. And then the second part is doing like they do. It's not enough to learn and study the game, but you have to actually get out there and shoot some hoops. You have to actually get out there and practice. You got to do the things too. So first you got to be, meaning put yourself in the right mindset and be like they are. And then the second part is do the things that they do. Now, if you do all the things that a doctor tells you to do, and if you be like they are and think like they are, then eventually you become a doctor. If you want to be successful in anything, then you be, you do. And once you practice those things, you understand and love and fall in love with the process, then you're going to have everything that they have. So that's my 3 cents today. Be, do, and have. So now, with no further ado, I want to bring on a young lady that I recently met through another young brother that I admire and appreciate. He's a shaker and mover. And he said, listen, man, it's a sister in Miami out of FAMU. She's shaking and moving, has a clothing line, and you need to talk to her. And I said, man, absolutely. So we talked for a minute, a few days, and man, I loved her energy and her spirit. And we want to introduce you all to her. Her name is Maya Wright. Greetings.
Greetings, brother.
How you doing today?
I'm great, and you?
Man, I am doing well. Appreciate being able to talk to you. Just for full disclosure, man, people I interview, we know how to find great people and end up being their first interviews, right? Their first features. Right? You heard of Lil Rel, the comedian Lil Rel?
No, I have it. I have it.
Well, you seen him. You saw Get Out, right?
Yes.
He was a security guard, right?
Oh.
And he's been in some other movies. He was in, what's that one? Boy, Girl. What was that movie? Bird Box. He was in Bird Box. Well, we was the first one to interview him, right?
Wow.
We got a filmmaker, Mark Harris. Mark Harris, he's had movies on Netflix. He's done some incredible films with all kind of people. We featured him first, right? There's an ice cream shop in Chicago that's been all over TV, been on Netflix, on Feed and Feel, right? We were the first ones to feature him. So, man, we like a talent scout, always finding new people that's next in line.
I'm next.
Yeah, you got next. So tell us a little bit about your business, your clothing design, and a little bit about you.
All right. So greetings. I'm Maya Wright, and I am a business administration student at Florida A&M University. And I'm also a young entrepreneur. I've attended Miami-Dade College and Spelman College between the ages of 16 and 17. And my goal is to usher in a new streetwear, a new form of streetwear, and rebrand HBCU attire and redefine what is considered professional in the United States.
Man, I like that. I like that vision. So talk a little bit more about that. And I see Mike Cox, that's my Morehouse brother, tuned in. You heard that Spelman connection.
Yeah.
So what do you mean when you say rebrand the professional look? Tell me a little bit what that means.
Okay, so our current form of professional wear is mostly Western, and I believe that it doesn't necessarily it doesn't include our culture, basically. And I want to incorporate designs that speak power into the individual when they wear our clothing. So, for example, this hoodie right here, wrong side. this hoodie right here has royalty in Arabic written all over it. And it also says family. If you don't mind, I'm gonna come back and show you like something that I designed. So this is a FAMU hoodie that I created, and it has royalty written all over it. And I knew my vision was coming, to light once I walked into a gas station. Arabs are normally the owners of those stores in our areas. And he yelled at me. I don't even know who he is, but he said, "Queen." And I turned and I was just like, "Yeah, how do you know?" And it's because my hoodie basically, told him that I am worthy of respect, or I'm, worthy to be called queen. And he also informed me that it said queen on my jersey as well. As for HBCU attire, I feel like it should also incorporate words of power, like abundance and king and queen, things of that nature, that basically, how do you say it? That basically demand that we be respected. And also allows the individual to know that they deserve to be respected when they wear the attire. So, yeah.
Man, I love it. That's so key, man. So that's very insightful for you to see that importance and that value, and then create some clothing that reflects that. How do you experience that in your world, I should say, at FAMU and in your age group? Is it something that's resonating? Do more people want to be wearing stuff that reflects that, or do you get pushback?
I don't get that much pushback. I honestly feel as though that I need to be out more on campus and market more, because it's a little bit harder because of COVID. But I feel as though people respect the brand, and they also respect the message that it's trying to send. So I have received a few purchases from FAMU, and also people that wear my hoodies. I have a design that says king and queen on them, and I've sold about 30 of those hoodies. So I haven't received much pushback.
Man, that's what's up. So, man, you own to something. I think that there's going to be a lot of people across the country that want to hear and want to be wearing clothing that's reflective of who we are, right? Not sometimes who society sees us as, but as we really are. And you're absolutely right. We're royalty and we're king and queens. So there you have a bigger vision too. And as you talk, I'm a pull up. I want people to see some of the gear here. But you have a bigger vision as well, right? Where you really want to do some things with scholarships, right? And you want to do some things with mentorship. So talk about that.
Okay. Oh, that's my favorite part. All right. So I started a program / movement called the Main Connection, and it was also called the Countrywide News Movement at first. And basically, I would talk to teenagers, youth all over the country about their experiences in their neighborhood, their school, and their home environment, and the psychological impact that it's had on them. And once we had these interviews, we would also discuss solutions on how to either change the environment or offer advice to those who might be experiencing or might be under similar circumstances. And what I noticed from these interviews was that youth are very motivated in achieving their aspirations and their desires. However, they don't have a platform or a guide to get them to where they want to be in life. And so they lose motivation over time, which is can be seen through failure in school, joining gangs, early pregnancy. And I've also lost individuals to those factors because they didn't have any guidance. So my goal is to connect large corporate entities, businesses, mentorship programs, internship programs, and scholarship programs to underserved youth in their area. So through the platform, the youth will be able to see the programs in their area that are available to them and opportunities that they also have depending on whatever, let's say, trade or occupation or career that they would like to pursue. And also mentors to prepare them for what they're going to be pursuing.
Man, that's beautiful. And you got a Chicago connection. You're from Miami, right? But you got a Chicago connection, and folks can, of course, get your clothing online, but they can also find it here in Chicago, right?
Yes, sir. So it's a store called Soldiers at War, and also Change Daily.
Right. So Soldiers at War, they on 79th, right off of Halsted.
Yes,
So, if you're from Chicago, you know about Soldiers at War. That's a great place to get her gear. And where's the other place?
Change Daily.
Change Daily. Okay, good. So they can find those on your website?
Yes, my website as well.
All right. And then, of course, they can go to your Instagram page and be able to get the information there as well, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your Instagram page?
My Instagram is mine, MYNE _ Maine, MANE.
Man, that's what's up. So tell us a little bit about this this logo. When is there a story behind your logo? Because that's a dope logo.
Yes, sir. So the logo is actually my unibrow. If you can see, my eyebrows actually connect. And I was always told to cut my unibrow, and I feel as though my unibrow is me. It's who I am. It's natural, and I believe that I should just be able to walk around freely without anybody telling me to cut it off. So I made it my logo to basically say that I'm standing for myself and this is me. And my brand name, which is Mine Maine, is actually oh, it's ringing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So my Maine means it belongs to me, but it's like the slang version of it. So in the South, you hear Maine a lot instead of what people call bruh or bro or God. So it'd be like, it's mine, man. Like it's mine. It belongs to me. And it's my unibrow. It belongs to me. You're not gonna tell me to cut it. So I feel as though anybody that, represents the brand or has a brand on, this is me. This is what I represent. This is my culture. So yeah.
Man, I love it, man. That's a wonderful logo. It reflects you, it reflects who you are, and it represents your brand. I'm loving the connection you're making between who you are and your brand, because that's a key part to brands lasting a long time, is that they have a story and it's something that's real. So I don't have a unibrow, but I ain't got no hair, so we all got right. Everybody has something that makes them unique and makes them a part of who they are. And so, man, I love it. I love it. And let me see here. Let me see if we can pull up. I want to make sure I pull up that. Where is that logo? Because I had it up there for a minute. Because we want the folks to see, when they see this logo, they know what it is.
You think I could pull it up for you? Oh, you got it.
Yep, I think I got it. I see it. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me X that out.
This is the logo.
There you go. Yep, beautiful. Love it. So what are some of the biggest challenges that you face, right? In terms of, because look, when you want to be a champion and when you want to build and be a boss, man, it's no easy task, right? It's not for the faint of heart. And some people, whether they are in college, but I know some people in their 30s, in their 40s, that want to start a business but haven't started it yet. And you took a huge step right? Showing that you're proactive and that you don't just talk, but you do, because you have clothing out, right? So talk a little bit about some of the things that maybe you had to overcome just to get to where you are right now.
Oh man. Okay. Number one, it's it's the promises that people make and the promises that they don't fulfill. So when I first came out, I would ask people to first wear my hoodies around the school so they get so they recognize the brand, and I would also have them dance in my apparel. But when it came to, let's say, photo shoots or like important meetings, I would ask a handful of people that I trusted to show up, and sometimes they wouldn't, and a lot of things would come up, and also they would just, not participate in the things that I was trying to make possible. So it would be minor setbacks in what I was, trying to pursue, and then also celebrities. The celebrity industry is crazy. I've lost a lot of money reaching out to celebrities, and this is when I was ignorant in business. This is before I knew anything about contracts. I would contact celebrities. We would have a full conversation. They say, "This is my size. I like this color. Oh, this is amazing." And then I have the hoodie custom made in China, and after they get the shipping number, the tracking number, and they receive the hoodie, we talk the entire time. And once they receive the hoodie, they stop talking to me. Those would be major setbacks, because I would put all the money that I've made off of my hoodies and reinvest into promotions that I would that I expected to work out, but they didn't. So one of them was
You got some of that. You got some documentation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got some.
All right, so look, we're not gonna bust them out online yet, but we're gonna let's get out there. We're gonna do a campaign.
That hurt
and
my.
you know what I'm saying, we can get at them, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Clubhouse, right? let's get at them, man. Let them know they can't do that to you.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yep. So because that's a great idea, right? To get some celebrities wearing your clothing, and it sounds like you did a very responsible way, right? Some people just start hounding people's DMs and not even trying to offer them anything, but you came to them like a business person, right? And wanted to do everything on real proper. So that's not right. They should be responsive, and they got the gear, right? You send it to them, they got it. All they gotta do now is put it on.
I know, right? But they didn't, but that's okay. It's just it's a minor setback for me.
Right. It's all it is. It's a learning process, and it's something that now is still not over, right? Mm-hmm. Because as long as you continue to grow, right, and you get other influencers and people wearing it, right, then they're gonna see somebody else in it before and that person may get 20,000 likes wearing your gear. They can be like, wait a minute, I have that same gear, right? So, yeah. But it's a story, right? It becomes part of your journey and your story. So definitely it's not over, because they still have the gear and there's still some opportunities. There were some times when there were people that didn't support me in the beginning, but when they saw other people support me, it kind of shamed them into, giving me some support, right? Mm-hmm. So you always stay positive, right? You look at what are the opportunities, and lo and behold, you look up, and it may be one of them pops up with your gear at the perfect time for you, right? And even though they didn't do it when you wanted them to, they'll do it real soon. So, and shout out to Sissy Perez. We appreciate her. She said she want to get one. So now that's somebody to know, because she's a shaker and mover. She's had her own. I don't think she's ever, since maybe her early 20s, that she punched the clock, but other than she had her own business, started her home daycare, been doing that, and now she's doing pop-up, soon to be a brick and mortar taco bar restaurant with, you know, man, she got tacos out of this world. So I definitely love is to see and hear about young Black women who are getting in business and taking it to the next level. And who was that? Felicia Walker. Love the show. Great job, Miss Rice. We appreciate Felicia.
Thank you.
And all right. So what are some of the what's some other things that you're doing to get your brand out there? What are some of the steps you're taking?
Ooh, okay. So actually, my business is at a halt right now. So I'm just creating more designs. You can still purchase on the website, but I'm creating more designs. I'm raising money to have those designs made and bring them out. I'm currently collabing with other designers and influential artists that I know personally to promote my designs. And I'm also having my friends wear my attire around the campus so that people can recognize the brand. Because I'm on a new campus. I'm no longer in high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been to, the reason that a lot of folks know me is because I've been to 5 high schools and 2 colleges before the age of 17, which was wild. And it's also one of the reasons that I started the main connection was because I was losing friends to frivolous things that they shouldn't even be involved in if they had the guidance necessary.
Man, and I hear you, and I understand that for sure. And you'll definitely be leading the way. So new designs, are you working on new designs? But folks can go and purchase some of the current designs right now. And we saw some of the hoodies. Talk about some of the other things that you have. I know you got some bottoms, you got accessories, shoes. So talk a little bit about those as well.
Oh, it's backwards. Okay. I actually have some behind here. I have purses.
Bring them up. Let's see them. Let's see them. We're talking with Maya Wright, and she is a clothing designer, has her own business, FAMU student, also went to Spelman, and she's got, look at that purse.
Yes.
You got a lot of happenings on there. I see love.
Nice. I like, I really love like graffiti designs and anything that's really different. So this is like a bikini purse. So you would wear it to the beach, I also have like stainless steel queen earrings, but they're not on me right now. I actually just shipped them out to Chicago to be sold at the store. So you can get that at Soldiers at War store.
That's what's up. So earrings, accessories, you got the purses.
Yep.
You got pants, you got bottom, you got pants too, right?
Yes, sir. And I've also customized shoes. I don't have those on me either, but I wish I could show you. It's an example that I haven't completed yet. So, I see. This is something that, you would wear.
Man, I mean, you're right. I would rock those, and I think Sissy Perez, she like that. You got y'all. She likes that retro and that graffiti style. I see her and stuff like that. So I think she'll like that stuff as well. So, and that's wonderful because, I mean, obviously you are, how old are you now?
I'm 18.
You're 18, but what you're designing is modern and it's a little retro in there, right? And you got some real flavor. I see it, and it's something that it crosses generations.
Yes, that's actually my goal. That's one of my goals, to get that experience from both sides, the modern and the old school. I want to incorporate those designs.
Man, that's what's up. So that's what's up. So you have, like, of course, Russell Simmons was famous for not wearing suits, and he come in just some jeans and a shirt and be making those big deals.
Mm-hmm.
but you have him walking in with some royalty on it.
Mm. Yes, sir.
All right. Felicia asked about the store again. The store is Soldiers at War is on 79th, right off of Halsted. I forget the exact address.
741 West.
There it is, 7041. That's probably exactly right. 741 West 79th Street. So right there, almost right across. If anybody in Chicago, of course, most people know where the Final Call building is. That building that produces the Final Call newspaper, that monumental, earth-shaking publication. It's right across the street from there. Yep. So you're welcome, Felicia. We appreciate you for tuning in.
Thank you, Felicia.
And so what is some of the, I guess, things that you know that you need to get to the next level, right? I know you're working on gear. I know that you, of course, you building a team, right? But what are some of the things that some of the people that may be listening who been in business and have some experience, you know, what kind of advice or what things would you want to get from people to help you get to that next level?
Okay. I was actually just looking into this morning, and I need an equity investor because, you know, my designs, I feel as though are amazing. And I've also gotten from other people that they're beautiful. So I have like a lot of support on that end. I believe that I just need the funding to be able to first market for e-commerce through Facebook, Google Ads, YouTube, and to basically bring people to the site because my network and my clothing line is limited to the people that follow me, and I have to continuously ask for promotions through other people's site in order to get other people who are outside of my following to make purchases at my store and on my account.
Man, that's what's up. So
and
that's key. That's definitely key. That marketing and advertising, it definitely is so key. And I understand, you know, getting that part done. Yes, man, sir. Shout out to Sissy Perez. She just said she just made a purchase.
Hey.
Which one did you get?
She got the Queen hoodie. She got a neon.
Oh, it pops right up. You see exactly what she got already, huh?
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
So she got that, and what else she get? She got something else too, didn't she?
Hold on. Oh, she also got the 305 crop top. Got a 305 crop top. Okay. Thank you.
I'm a guy. I don't know what crop top mean. That's what's up. Star Williams. That's my mom. She always tunes in. She says she likes your designs.
Oh,
That's what's up. So, man, we appreciate that. We love that that vision that you have. You know, and of course, while you look for those opportunities, as Sister saying she love it. Of course, she definitely she love it because she just got it. So it does take time, right? And it may be the slower route, but make sure that you stay focused on what you are doing as you look for those equity investors, right? Because what sometimes people do, they stop doing one thing because they're trying to focus on something else.
You're right.
Right? You know, when I'm talking about specifically about investment stuff, right? The more you keep growing organically, your brand and your visibility, and the more people keep responding to it, it's just giving you more leverage for when you find those potential investors, right? Because if you're talking to an investor and you got 5,000 followers, and that same investor got another person that got 20,000 followers, right? They may go with the one just because of the more reach that person has, right? So you keep pushing and building that aspect of it, so that becomes part of your leverage. You can say, listen, we have 20,000 people following us already, right? We have this and that, and it also can help you because the one you're looking to fund you might just be a potential one person who starts following you, right? And they'll be able to see some of your growth. They'll be able to see the evolution, and that may be what inspires them to, give you the support, because you didn't just meet them, but they part of your journey already, right? Mm-hmm. And don't be frustrated if you don't get it immediately. But like I'm saying, that potential investor may just start following you today, right? And then it's 6 months down the line when you think, they're not interested, when they actually come out the woodwork and are ready, because they're watching your journey and your evolution.
That's beautiful.
Right. And then, and of course, you do all the things that you can to build and grow the page. You find people with similar product that may not be the exact same thing, but a similar audience, right? Maybe it's somebody selling swimwear, right? Maybe it's somebody that is selling wigs, whatever it is, right? But you can do some cross promotion with them. So-and-so has these lace wigs and they would go good with my, my top, whatever it is. Yeah. Just creative stuff like that, right? Who's in other people who are in fashion that you can do some serious cross promo with. Look for people who are doing the makeup and stuff, right? Because they always need to have on some different gear while they showcasing their craft. Yeah. Right. So all these things, right? You want to just, keep focusing on building that brand, so that it's always going to be your leverage. The people who have the most connection to people will always have more leverage than those who don't.
You're right about that part. But my ultimate goal with my clothing line is to have a clothing store in every major urban city and employ youth in those areas to create designs specific to the culture in that area, and then use those designs and implement them in the corporate realm for like larger corporate entities and form partnerships, so that the large corporate entities that we're working with can also support the youth that are employed at my clothing store, so they can receive mentorship directly instead of going through the main connection site.
Man, that's beautiful. I love it. So you want to create a platform for all types of designers to be able to showcase their talent, their skill.
Yes, sir. So the designs that you see in Chicago won't be the designs that you find in New York. That's what's going to be different about my clothing.
And we definitely, I saw one. What was that one? You definitely got a Chicago design. Yes, where was it? That orange and black.
It has my birthday on the front, Nipsey Hussle's birthday on the front, and it says 100% abundance, 100% royalty.
Man, that's what's up. That's a nice little combination there too. Cause man, Chicago, even though he was, LA of course, but a lot of Chicago people rock with Nipsey Hussle because real recognize real. And he definitely was a young man who had a vision, who was came from the quote unquote bottom, but man, understood how to parlay that into bigger and better things. So man, Chicago like Nipsey, man. We rock with Nipsey. So that's what's up. So I'm glad you got that Chicago. So that's your Chicago family made you come up with that one? What made you come up with a Chicago one?
My folks are from Chicago, and my mom was like, "You should make, a Chicago one." And it's me branching out to urban cities. I'm actually, expanding my brand, and Chicago is an area that I'm familiar with, and I have friends and family over there, so I can, promote easily that way, and then go for probably the DC or New York next.
That's all right. That's what's up. That's what up. We're glad you picked Chicago as one of your first, because we definitely deserve it. Mom is right.
You do.
Yep. So, man, we appreciate, man, Sissy Perez and Felicia and the folks who've been tuning in, folks who are buying gear like Sissy's. Man, Chicago, man, Chicago people will support, man. When we just got to make sure you family first. We got to make sure you real. And then we get it. So first of all, we know you real because you got your clothing on 79th Street.
Yeah.
That's props just right there. Period. Right. 79.
The merch will be there soon. The merch will be there soon. I'll give it about a week. We just got the shipments in.
That's what's up. That's right. She's in Miami right now. She's at FAMU. She's a FAMU college student, and also was at Spelman, and in the ATL. And she's building her business and growing her brand. And man, we appreciate you coming on the show. Y'all be seeing the website down at the bottom. You can go there and get more information about what she's doing. But I love your energy. I love the vision that you have. And man, nobody can stop you but you. And I already see you're not gonna stop yourself. So
I just want to say one more thing. I like the poem that you designed for the museum. And I wanted to know, because I felt like Sister Saga would be watching the show, that if I could design some apparel or potential apparel for the uniforms that the men would be wearing at the museum.
Man, that's what's up. So I'm gonna make sure she sees this, and we're gonna make sure that you connect. Definitely connect with her. Connect. I think you should connect with Sissy. Get on the Facebook page and reach out to both of them on Facebook, Instagram. Look for Sissy Perez at Sissy Taco Bar.
Oh,
and then I'll send you the information. I'll make sure you connect with both of them. But those are definitely two dynamic Black women who not only build business, but love to support young entrepreneurs and especially support other Black women.
Okay.
So that's what's up. Yep, and I appreciate that coin. Yep, that was a labor of love right there.
Okay. I also sell hoodies, not hoodies, Scully's exclusively for the nation. I just wanted to show you all the.
Oh, really? Let's see that. That's what's up.
This is. Let me see. Will it show? Can you see it?
I can. Yep. Maybe turn it a little bit to the angle. I see. Man, I see the symbol. It's something in the middle of it. Yeah.
I lied, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yep. Yep. So I see what you got right there. Yes, hold on. Oh no, I can't move it. But I have that same symbol on my wall behind me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. No, it's gonna be too much trying to move it. But yeah, I see that. I love that, man. So assalamu alaikum. We appreciate you putting that piece on there. We're definitely hold on, here you go. There you go, right there. See that? Yes. Yeah. That's it. Thank you. So absolutely. So oh yeah, we gotta get that Scully. So the Scullys can be got on 79th Street too?
Not yet,
but they okay. We definitely gotta get one of those Scullys. So man, we appreciate that. Now what inspired that?
Well, I was just like I was talking to one of the brothers at the mosque, and we became, business partners. And he was like, "Why don't you create some accessories for the nation?" And I was like, "That's a good idea." And that's what I decided to do, create the design.
That's what's up. Yep. Talking about Brother Duran, right? Shout out to Brother Duran. We appreciate him for making the connection, because he's the one that hit me up. That's what I was mentioning earlier. He's like, man, I got this sister, man. You need to connect with her. She's doing some great stuff. And so, man, we definitely appreciate that. So, when you got the nation rocking with you, man, hey, it's on another level now.
Yeah.
That's what's up, and that's a beautiful design.
Thank you.
And that's so key right there, because God is the greatest. Mm-hmm. Right? And I see you got that. You rocking that Arabic. Shout out to Cynthia Boykin. What you need is, we appreciate you, sister. You keep soaring as well. Man, you got Sissy Perez fired up, boy.
I know. Thank you. I'm so excited.
Hey, she believes in supporting Black business, but she don't support whack.
I know it.
It's got to be Black and not whack. Yep, she is. I'm trying to make sure I answer people's questions that they're putting in here. Okay. So she's out of Miami. Got Chicago roots and HBCU roots. So all the HBCUs stand up and support, this dynamic gear that she got out and doing her thing. So we're gonna make sure you connect with the right people. We want to make sure you stay encouraged and man, keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to your parents, man. Put that mindset in you, your environment with all the things that made you who maybe going to all them schools. Was a big part of it, right? Making sure people stay connected. I get that. I understand that. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, hey, Dad.
I want to thank everyone involved, man, for sure, brother. Man, we got to support our children, man. I have 3 in college. Well, 1 just graduated in May, this last May, and 2 in college right now, man. So, man, we are our children's keepers for sure. Yep, that's what's up. So, I just had a Willie Wright on the show a couple of days ago that has a car dealership. Yep, he's here in Chicago. I don't know if y'all might be connected. I know there's a lot of Wrights out there.
Oh yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So y'all see the website at the bottom. I want y'all to go there, put it in your browser. Make sure you go back, get you some gear from there. Follow her on Instagram. You on Facebook too?
I'm on Facebook too.
All right, same.
Yep. It's mine.
All right, so make sure you follow her, man. Share and like her. Make sure, man, she grow those followers. So when she start trying to get some of that venture capitalism, they see that she got a strong following.
I appreciate the support. Thank you so much.
All right, for sure.
For having me on your show.
Man, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I tell you, man, we be having some incredible people on. So you in great company. And you just add to the proof. I always tell people, man, I promise to bring shakers and movers to this show, people doing dynamic stuff, and you right there. So we look forward to hearing more and more from you as you continue to grow.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So anything else before we close out?
I just want to say that I appreciate everything. Like I'm truly, honestly grateful for the connections I've made thus far, and being on the show, and the supporters that have, been showing love constantly throughout the entire show. I'm honestly grateful.
Man, well, that's what's up, man. So you inspire us. You keep doing what you do, and we connected now. You tell Dad's still tuning in. I'm gonna be uncle. I'm one of your uncles now. Yeah, so we appreciate you, and stay encouraged and keep moving.
Thank you.
All right, so you can stay on for a minute if you want, but we gotta talk. I gotta bring on a few of our sponsors that help us make this show possible. So we're gonna highlight them for a minute, and then I got another guest coming on in about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right. So check this out here. Matter of fact, here are some of these business owners that we appreciate, who make this business possible, make this show possible. Y'all heard it in the beginning, Sean Michelle's Homemade Ice Cream, some of the best, if not the best ice cream in the world. Get it in Chicago at Sean Michelle's. Then we got Dan's Soul Food, where every day is Thanksgiving. We got Brown Sugar Bakery, man, some of the best cupcakes and caramel cakes ever. And if you have a Muslim in business, go to that directory, put your business on the Black Muslim Business Directory. And man, those tacos, and now she got tamales, man, she got some great food. Sissy's Taco Bar, the next pop-up is this Thursday and Friday at 312 East 75th Street. And that's Willie Wright, the owner of Amaje Motors. Man, an honest car dealer where you can get a pre-owned car, man. And he's not going to just put you in something just because you're desperate. He's going to make sure that you're not making a mistake getting a car that's going to break down and you got it at too high of an interest rate, all that kind of stuff, man. So we got some great business supporters, man, who help us keep this show going. And then here go 2 commercials I want y'all to see. This is from
Sean Michelle's Homemade Ice Cream is the only place to go when the ladies crave delicious old-fashioned homemade ice cream. Their vanilla tastes just like Grandma used to make it. With over 35 flavors, all made with the freshest ingredients, Kathy has never had banana pudding ice cream this good. It's homemade ice cream the way you remember, and Sean Michelle's doesn't upset your stomach. Enjoy in-store or take it to go. Sean Michelle's. Fall in love again.
First time customers, buy one, get one free.
My name is Dolphin Norris. I'm one of the owners of Dan's Soul Food and Cafe, located at 2523 West 79th Street. Best in the Midwest. My partner is my mother. She's the oldest, wisest living person I know. She can look at, wants three things. She wants her food to be good, she wants her place to be clean, and she wants excellent customer service. Well, we've been surviving the pandemic better than ever. We've shut down the sit-down part. However, our carry-out, Uber Eats, and DoorDash has been up about 20–30%. So, but the main thing is that we're servicing people correctly, making sure they got good food at a good price, and they're comfortable with it, and they know that our place is clean.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Adeline Bracey, the Mississippi Queen. I have been in this neighborhood for 46 joyful years, and I've been coming to Dan's Soul Food because his food is so good. I closed my restaurant to start eating here. And I'm here today because of the $6 holla. This chicken is so succulent. I mean, tender, juicy, and the flavor, oh my goodness. Hey people, if you haven't been here, you must. It is a must if you live in the city of Chicago, especially on the south side. But if your car travel to the suburbs or wherever, come into the city. Enjoy Dan's Soul Food and Bakery. And tell them I told you so. My name is Adeline Bracey, and I approve this message.
Hi, my name is Linda Hardison, and I've been coming to Dan's Soul Food for years on top of years. Listen, this is the place to come when you want some soul. White folks, if y'all don't have no soul, come on down. You're going to get it here, I promise you. If you don't get it in your wiggle, you'll get it in your plate. Just kidding. But this is good food, and we just want to thank our sister for being here for so long. She's a staple in our community, and we just thank you for that, sister. All right, y'all, have a blessed one. Come on down and eat at Dan's Soul Food.
So now you know where Brother Duran need to take you when you come to Chicago. Absolutely. It's some of the best places in the city. Man, we love it. Chrissy Williams, thank you for tuning in. Man, Sissy been promoting us today, boy. She been tagging all kind of people that's come in and tuning in. We see Sister Africa tuned in. So, man, these are some shakers and movers in the city of Chicago, too. I'm telling you. A lot of these folks. And Michael Cox, man, has a clothing wear. When you get a chance on either Instagram or Facebook, check out Born Vain. Born Vain. Matter of fact, that's somebody to connect with because he has so many celebrities that he has that has worn his gear. I'm talking about old school and new school. Yep. So check out Born Vain, and hit him up. Let him know that you know. He saw, yeah, he's still there. There go my man, Born Vain. I'm telling you, everybody, you're gonna be amazed when you see his clothing line, and it's all his handmade artwork that he puts on there, and celebrities, regular folks, shakers and movers, man, he does some incredible stuff. So there he is. Instagram is Mr. Born Vain. Mr. Born Vain.
All right, I got you.
So man, this is more than the show today. This is networking. This is the plug show today.
I know. I'm excited.
That's what's up. He said, "Hey, Queen." Yep. So man, beautiful brother. He's an HBCU grad as well. Morehouse College.
All right.
Yep. So that's what's up. So those are definitely some people that connect with. Man, we're trying to see who else has been commenting or saying something. I make sure I don't miss people. You know, you don't like to miss people. I think you did it on purpose. He skipped over me. Yep, that's what's up. So we got another.
I just sent Mr. Michael a direct message.
That's what's up. Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, Clark. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot. He went to Clark. When we was down there at the Morehouse HBCU, you know, the Atlanta University Center, Chicago, we wasn't really set tripping about school. We just all hung together. Clark, Morris Brown, Morehouse. That's right. He was at Clark. I forgot. He probably thought I went to Clark too, because I would go to Clark for lunch. Their cafeteria was better than Morehouse at the time. You know, that's a long time ago. But you know, Chicago people, we can be slick. I had an ID and everything for Clark, even though I went to Morehouse, so I can get in that lunchroom. Yep, my man, East Side brother. So we're gonna talk to you soon. We appreciate you for being on the show, and man, you keep rocking.
Thank you.
All right. All right, man. So, man, that's right, Sister Sissy. Linda, share the interview, share the website. Man, support young people doing positive stuff. That's absolutely right. We appreciate you and love you for that. And man, definitely all my people, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. For shout out to the HBCUs. Mike, man, you know how I feel about you, man. This time, man, you know, whenever you want to come on the show, brother, you know that ain't nothing but a word, man. We definitely from beginning to end. I remember, and I'll never forget, you know, when you were first starting your piece, and the energy, the drive, the vision, the commitment that you had then, and to see where you are now, man, it's absolutely a joy and a pleasure, you know, to be a witness to that journey. And man, we appreciate you, man, the way you shake and move, and the way you keep it, man, you keep it moving, man. Definitely, man, love you too, brother, man, for sure. So I hit you up so we can schedule something, man, and catch up with Born Vain, because it's probably been what, man, 3 years. That was a while ago we did that interview with you, shoot. So it's definitely time to get another one going. So, man, we got another guest coming on. We're doing an extended show. Oh, for sure, Maya Main, man, we appreciate you, Sister Maya Wright, and we definitely gonna get some of that gear. We got to get that nation hat that you got, and we appreciate, man, what you're doing. So you stay encouraged, and we'll be, you know, you got some uncles now. You got some more uncles. That's gonna, man, just do whatever we can to help you get to that next level. So we're gonna give a minute for this next guest to come on. But in the meantime, I want to do a recap of what I mentioned earlier in the show, right? We talked about be, doing, and have, right? It's so critical, so important for us to not only learn some of the principles that we need to achieve a certain level of success, but it's so important for us to be around the people who are in the same mindset that we are, that will help us grow to that next level. I've heard different people say this, but the one that's most memorable to me is my brother, George Frazier. George Frazier with the Power Networking Conference, and definitely an influencer, a shaker and mover. He said one day that if you are the smartest person in your circle, you need a new circle. Right? If you are the smartest person in your circle, you need a new circle, right? You need to be around people that are going to help get you to the next level in your thinking, in your understanding, and in your your goals. And the only way you're going to do that is that you are around people who are on a higher level than you are, right? And so I'm not saying just diss, the people that you smarter than. Just make sure that you have another circle, right? And make sure you're spending more time with that other circle. Then you can bring stuff back to them, right? And feed off stuff to them. But don't spend all your time with folks that you smarter than, right? Because you're not going to grow yourself. You got to be around smarter people to get smarter. And especially when it comes to business. And don't y'all get caught up in age. I'm running into both online and offline some amazing dynamic people who are 20 years younger than me, 25 years younger than me. But some of them have put 10 years into developing their craft, right? They started young, didn't have some of the hang-ups that some people have about confidence and ability. And so they 10 years in the game knowing what they're doing. So I'm learning from them, right? Shout out to the ABS Tribe, Brother Ben X, Jacob Taylor, and Jason King, that crew, boy. I'm telling y'all, man, if you want to get some real business coaching that will help take you to the next level, just text me. Text me 773-531-8798. Text ABS, and I'm going to get you plugged in with them, tell you about some of the things that have benefited me, some of the things that I've been able to learn that I ain't figured out on my own, right? But I'm able to reach a little bit deeper when I'm dealing with clients. Since I started getting coaching with them, my average client was between $300 to $500, right? Over the past few months working with them, my average client is growing now to between $500 to $1,000. So it's almost double exponentially because of things that I'm learning from them that has helped, that I'm applying to my business. Then I also, been getting coaching from Walter Bond, my cousin, another top earning producer, business coach. Invest in yourself, right? Don't waste time not putting money into developing your skills. And don't be so caught up in, I can go to Google, I can go here and learn this stuff for free. Nah, but it's everything on there ain't what it is, right? And you don't know truth from falsehood, right? But if you get with people who already are where you're trying to go, and you can touch and feel them, so to speak, right? It's so much better. That's what you need, not just some, inanimate program online that you're learning from, but real people who have already done it, right? I ain't talking about just a teacher in the classroom telling you how to build a business. They never built a business. I'm talking about people who built a business and now they're showing you how to build a business. That's a big difference. But this next brother I got coming on the show, he's a dynamic brother. What can I say? How can I say this about this man? The man has the energy and the drive of a 10-year-old. We got some brothers in the Nation of Islam, that are like Energizer bunnies, right? Just, they don't stop, won't stop. And he reminds me of another brother, that, this brother, some of y'all seen him on the stage. His name is Carl Muhammad. But just full of energy and vitality and life. Producing Black excellence. So this brother has a story to tell. First, before we talk about his story, we're going to talk about what he makes right now. And then we're going to get into his story. But man, I'm so pleased and honored to bring on to the Toure Muhammad show, Michael A. Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Man, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing fine by the grace of Allah. Yes, sir.
Man, it's good to see you, man. I am, man. You know, there is something to say about having a brotherhood and having people that when you just say their name or when you see their face, man, it brings it lifts you up, right? And I gotta introduce you, man, as you definitely a family man, wonderful family, right? Definitely a producer of a delicious bean pies.
Come on
now,
man.
you know, yeah, people they see this. You know, I know a bean pie. I know a good bean pie. I'm a bean pie connoisseur. I've had them all over the country.
Come on.
And it's like making the bean pie in the Nation of Islam for people who don't understand. It's like that's what everybody loves. Everybody eats, right? And if you can make one that stands out and that can get the vouching of the Black Muslims, man, you have done something.
Come on now.
You've done something, man. And you, through sheer hard and belief in the product, man. We in Chicago. Now, I've known some people doing bean pies for years.
Yes, sir.
But in the last 2 or 3 years, I can put a picture of your pie up and the people know, right? It's 3 pies that Chicago just rock with. That, from my perspective.
That's
it's
right.
yours. Of course, it's the one produced by Muhammad University of Islam, the supreme bean pie.
That's right.
And it's Sister Amani's bean pie.
Yep. That's exactly.
You're the 3 kings and queens in Chicago.
Yes, sir.
But before you came to Chicago, it was Supreme and it was Imani's.
Yes, sir.
But I got people that be like, hey, is that Paradise bean pie?
Come on.
Now you crept right in there, man, in a short period of time. With a delicious bean pie, man. And of course, everybody is so unique and different. So talk about Paradise bean pie and what makes yours so unique.
Okay. Well, first thing I want to do, first of all, thank you, beloved, for having me on your show. I respect everything you do, man, because you're a go-getter as well. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate your energy. Okay, this started over 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I had moved to North Carolina from DC. I was courting at the time. And so my wife, she went back to Philly. We getting ready for the wedding and all that. So we going to North Carolina. So anyway, I'm going to the mosque in North Carolina, Greensboro. And this sister named Sister Angela made a pie. And I tasted her pie, man, that pie was the best pie I ever had in my life, right? You know what I'm saying? I was like the same way. And so anyway, so I'm telling my wife about this pie, my soon-to-be wife about this pie. So we get married, boom, North Carolina. Fast forward, like a whole month went by. Sister Angela was like missing in action. Like, what in the world? So anyway, then when she came back to the mosque, she didn't have any pies. You know what I'm saying? Because she had gone back to school to become a nurse. You know what I'm saying? So she couldn't make the pie no more, right? And she said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Man, she wrote that bad boy out, gave it to my wife. You know what I'm saying? So the origin of Paradise Bean Pie is my wife used to make them for me, and I would take them to the street. So she made it the first time. It was okay. Second time was a little better. The third time, and I'm a hustler, right? The third time, I was like, we can sell that pie right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got started, man. And Sister Angela, to me, that recipe was like second to none. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, after a while, one day I came home and I couldn't smell no pies. And so it's like, the pies. And so my wife was like, Michael. Now when my wife do like this, Michael, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So
You know it.
you know, so and look, she did it smoothly too. She was like, now if you want this house clean and food on the table, when you come home, I can't be messing with these pies. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was like, oh, anyway. So anyway, after dinner, she said, but I tell you what I'm gonna do. Boom, brought me in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And showed me how to make the pie. That's how I got started with Paradise Bean Pie.
Man, that's a beautiful story. And look, for people who are listening, the love that sister gave Angela.
Yes.
Because Black Muslims don't give up that bean pie recipe that quick.
Hey,
it's like grandma's
pound
cake, right? Everybody, it's like, no, this is my recipe.
Yes, sir. The Angela is like an angel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that ended up being, because I've been soldiering for a living most of my time in the nation. You know what I'm saying? And so when I started making the pie, when my wife started making the pie for me, I was running into some issues in North Carolina with, the police running me off the street and threatening to lock me up, if you know what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, whoa. So the pie had become my salvation, my you know what I mean?
Right.
So I started baking and going back to DC, bake a whole lot of pies, go to DC, hustle, come back to North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it dawned on me, hey, I can build my market back in DC. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I ended up doing. And that's how it started to grow,
Man, I love it. So look, we got a cross section of people listening. I want you to break down something, and then I want to talk about this a little bit.
Okay.
You said soldiering.
Ooh.
Now, first of all, people who are listening, I'm going to tell y'all straight up. This is one of the best soldiers that we have in the Nation of Islam.
All praise.
This ain't, I ain't just pumping them up. It's been documented.
All praises due to Allah.
If you've been to a Savior's Day in the Nation of Islam, you've seen his name being rang out. You've seen him come getting recognition in front of the entire Nation of Islam for soldiering, right? And so tell the audience what soldiering means and why do those of us in the Nation of Islam, the FOI, take such pride in it, and what has motivated you to be one of the top soldiers in the Nation of Islam?
All praises due to Allah. Well, that all started in processing class. See, in the 90s, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Brother Hassan was my lieutenant back in DC. I'm in processing class. I came about 4 weeks straight. So he knew I was serious, right? So one day, coming out of processing class, he had 25 papers. He said, I want you to go soldier these. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it all started. I was nervous, but I was happy. I was excited and nervous at the same time because I'm learning a lot. I knew about the teachings before I came in the nation, but when I came in the nation, I found out how much I really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm nervous. I'm about to take these papers out to the street. I know I'm gonna be hit. I'm gonna get hit with questions that I can't answer. All that, right? But man, I went to that block, and I got there. It was a cold December day, a cold December Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And I got through them papers, right? Then I came back to the mosque this Sunday. I couldn't wait to see Brother Hassan to give him that $25, right? Man, I gave him that $25. Then the mosque meeting, it was time for prayer, so we had to break up and do that, right? And then after the meeting, He came and gave me some money back. He said, you know, you get a percentage off the paper. I was like, oh yeah. hey, look, look, man, all my life prior to knowledge, you know, so it was out of ignorance. I didn't like nobody telling me what to do. So I knew I couldn't keep a job. I knew I would not be able to keep a job, but for so long, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, of course, growing up, we were all, I was attracted to the hustlers, you know, but I couldn't get that right. We'll probably talk about that a little later. I broke all the rules, you know what I'm saying? So Allah spared me from that, you know what I mean? Allah spared me from that, you know what I'm saying? And then I get these papers and I get money back. Now I can be the hustler I always wanted to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In that sense. However, the part of it that now I can go out clean cut, suit, bow tie, looking a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And I know now the whole idea of it is the resurrection. You know what I'm saying? It's to get our people to this side. At least even if you don't come in the mosque, get the information to you. So that a change can start happening with you. So it's not just that I'm hustling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a mission now. And then when I found out I can go out here and just the only requirement, it was that I would be able to be out there as long as I needed to be to do what I needed to do. And I'm used to that. You know what I'm saying? So that was like, so just working the program became my way of life.
Man, it's a beautiful thing, man. I love it, man. And you definitely do it with energy and vitality.
Mm-hmm.
And the newspaper, of course. And when we come into the Nation of Islam, it was often in one way or another that paper had a direct impact, right? And it helped us. You know, I heard the message when I was on the college campus in Atlanta.
Come on.
And I said, man, I want to hear more about this. And I came back home to Chicago and I saw a brother in a white FOI uniform with that Final Call newspaper.
Yes, sir.
Man, he looked like he had just floated down from heaven.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was like,
yes,
dog,
sir.
Stop the car, man. That's one of them S1Ws, right? That's the only reference I had seeing Public Enemy's S1Ws drilling, right? That's one of them S1Ws, man.
Come on.
And from that paper, and I remember getting that paper and reading it, and then I gave it to somebody else. It was a bunch of us, we street brothers or whatever.
Right.
Somewhat college, somewhat street. And I gave it to somebody else, and they threw it down on the ground. And another brother said, man, don't you ever throw a Final Call newspaper on the ground.
Come on, man.
And I was shocked that he responded like that. And from that point on, I said, man, I know I just read something in there, but it was like one article. But now, give me this paper back.
That's right.
He instilled some even more importance in that paper in me.
Yes,
and
sir.
The benefit and the change that we're able to see in our lives by reading those articles, especially the articles by the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Then you had Brother Jabril, the Farrakhan, the Traveler. You had Mother Tainetta.
Come on.
Number 19.
That's
man,
right.
You just had Brother Waleed, the editor, former editor of Public, his editorials, it was like, man, these are some heavy hitting people here. I need to be around them.
Yes, sir. That's right.
It's not about being around smarter people, right? I mentioned that earlier.
That's right.
So,
yes, sir.
When we soldier, we want to get out and share this message that we know helped us in our life and that we see transforming brothers and sisters around us.
That's right.
And so the love that you show when you do that to a high level, man, it's it can't nothing but be infectious to anybody around.
Yes, sir. Praise to Allah.
So, all right. So we talked about the bean pie a little bit. Now, of course, you talked about being on the corners, definitely You know, people may have seen you on 79th and Stony Island and other places, but right now you have a home base at the foodie spot.
Come on now, foodie
So
spot.
talk a little bit about the foodie spot, man. We so happy that it's reopened.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
remodeled, man. Y'all took it up a whole 200 notches.
Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna tell you, that was one of the things. Sister Carmela saw my dedication to what I was doing. Selling pies out the trunk, selling pies on the block. And people for years wondered, like, because you would see me back home, and I've done it here too, but it could be pouring down raining. But I got a big umbrella and my papers and my product right here. You know what I'm saying? Handling business, you know? And so because I didn't make no excuses on the other side when I wanted what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Am I still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't gonna make no excuses on this side. You know what I'm saying? And so, but anyway, fast forward, Sister Carmela, one day in the mosque parking lot, you know, she said, you know, one day I'm gonna get me a spot and I'm gonna show you what true unity really is. You know what I'm saying? And she made her word bond. When she look, you know, when it looked like she was getting closer to being able to get the spot, she invited me in. You know what I'm saying? And so, and this is my first time on this level having a home like that, you know. So I knew it was gonna be difficult, it was gonna be a struggle, all of that. At the same time, man, it was a necessary progression for me. And it's been a blessing because now I get to soldier, you know, because I put my final cause in there, but at the same time, we offer ourselves the paper. I remember Brother Milton D, Allah rest his soul, older brother. He used to say to me, he said, brother, the final call is not the #1 program, brother. It's the person's hand you put it in. They are the #1 program, brother. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. Like now we get to interact with our people on all levels. You know what I mean? Because everybody, man, from the streets to the suites, you know what I'm saying, come in the food spot. And you got to know what you're dealing with, right? So that's the teachers on another level. Now we got to know how to work it close quarters. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, because, you know, we know what we're dealing with. So and so that's what happened, man. You know, foodie spot. We've been using the whole ring, man, and it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
Man, it is, man. So, yep, you see Brother Eric Toure, Muhammad, my journalist brother, tuning in. He said, Allahu Akbar, congrats to the foodie spot. And, of course, he shouted you out. Paradise Bean Pie,
Praise
man. Man, you know, man, I love the cream. I love the fruit. And it's like, you know, it's so pleasing and so enjoyable, man, for you to create, you know, the different flavors. So before, I know we kind of switching and we're going back and forth here, but I want you to talk about some of those flavors for a minute with the bean pie. And then we're going to talk about the book you just wrote and the journey that brought you to where you are today.
Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. Well, you know, before we left DC, you know, I was soldiering for a living, but then my wife was asked, you know, to come here. And so I knew I couldn't come here like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what, you know, I got to know where I'm going. You got to know your terrain before you can go there and just do what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I was blessed to get a little gig with Frito-Lay. And I knew that once I get in this Frito-Lay, Soon as I got in orientate, before I got out of orientation, I was asked about transfer. How you transfer? You know what I'm saying? So I learned how to transfer as soon as I got there. So when the time came, I was able to transfer here through Frito-Lay, you know, so I could come here with a little gig so I could study what's happening, you know. But
hey, hold that point. I gotta say this. Brothers and sisters, if you ever want to see an unhappy black man, Brother Michael was unhappy going to that Frito-Lay job. I recall. Oh, that was unhappy. But you did what you had to do to get to where you needed to go. So I just wanted to say that, man, because I can recall some of them days. You be like, man, I gotta go for
this. Yeah, I know we had many conversations. So I had to get that off me, man. You know, you gotta talk about these things to somebody when you go crazy, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So but I learned a lot. Just study, you know, the message say study the white man, you know what I'm saying?
The sound.
Okay. So I studied Frito-Lay. You know what I'm saying? Man, if you notice, Doritos, nachos, they got Frito Cheetos, crunchy Cheetos, puffs, you know, then they coming out with some Ruffles, then they putting flavors on that, jalapeno, you know what I'm saying? And see, they call that innovation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with the strawberry bean pie, the strawberry cream, you know, you got the cream cheese icing on the top. Then I learned how to make some homemade caramel. Well, y'all say caramel in the Midwest, right?
Right. Leave the A out.
We going back and forth. Caramel, man. But anyway, so I got the caramel cheese, banana butter cream, you know. So over time, the first flavor I made was an apple bean cream. This brother said, call it ABC, apple bean cream. That's the ABC pie. So it's an apple bean pie with a cream cheese icing on top, right? And so from there, I just got innovative. Then one brother back home said, man, make me a mango joint. You know what I'm saying? So some of the flavors, some of the ideas came from other people, you know.
Right.
Make me a pineapple coconut. So, like, man, I ain't making no coconuts, man. Yeah, so that's how that came about.
Man, I love it, man. That's innovation for sure. And it's definitely wise having your own creations and then listening to the community.
That's right.
I think I remember that time, Brother Eric talking about he almost took my pie. Forget McDonald's, keep your eyes on your fries, man. Keep your eye on your bean pie.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yes, sir, he did. He learned that variety piece there, man. Look, he went to work and did his job, man, but he was unhappy going.
Man,
but
it was crazy.
What you need to get to take it to the next level, boy.
Yeah.
Man, so I'm gonna start this question off this way, and I know it can lead into the next part of the conversation.
Yes, sir.
Right? Mm-hmm. Brother Michael A. Muhammad, what has Islam done for you?
Good God Almighty. Woo-wee. Well, you know, we could take up the rest of however much long we're gonna be here on that one, but I'll just say, just to say generally, and basically, Islam has made me aware of who I am and who I'm becoming, and it gave me it's given me a greater sense of self-worth, purpose. It's made me a family man, and I'm gonna tell you, that's the greatest part of being in the nation, man. Being made to be a responsible man. And that came from the final call. You know what I'm saying? Because that final call is coming. It's coming. It's gonna keep coming. You know what I'm saying? And I learned how to deal with rejection. I learned how to build my confidence. It made me study more. This is coming from the final call. You know what I'm saying? It gave me courage. You know what I'm saying? It helped. It built my confidence. And it made me to know that I could, whatever I put my mind to, man, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And so that right there, man, I would say it's standing me, man. It's standing me on my feet, man, as a responsible man, striving to become a God.
Man, brother, you hitting on something that's so key. And, a lot of people perspective from the outside, we know because we've heard it throughout the years. Oh man, what did y'all do? Selling that paper for Farcon, the paper boys out there, right?
Right.
They don't understand, man.
Not at all.
The character building that it does, the opening up our understanding and love for our community. And we not out there, of course, to earn a living, to generate some revenue is a benefit, but it's secondary.
Exactly.
Right? We only, part of it is just to get enough money to keep getting out there.
Exactly.
Right? But we come in with a message that we know can deliver a people as it is delivering us. And we understand so many of us grow, right, to become business owners.
That's right.
And it started right there.
It started right there.
It started right there with that final call. Just like you saying, a foodie spot, you know how to deal with anybody come in there. You already been trained.
We've seen it before.
It's a little different language in Chicago, right? But it's
yeah.
But it's different words. It's the same mentality.
Yeah, it's universal. Yeah, because it's the same mentality. So you just got to know how to put the little, the little thing on. Like I might just have to say caramel. Say, brother, what kind of pie is this? See, now if I say caramel, he might be like, no, I don't want food that.
Right.
But if I say caramel.
We something else, boy, right? That caramel pie, man. You call me when you got a caramel pie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. So, but okay, so now talk a little bit about your personal journey and talk about the book that you wrote and I love the story about how you decided to write this book, because some people just always knew they wanted to write a book, but yours came out of a conversation and about what your story did for somebody else.
Exactly. It's like, well, just to talk about it briefly, and it's all in the book, man. Walking the Road to Recovery, 9 Steps in Motion. Growing up in DC, man. That's where I was. So I just say it like that. Growing up in DC, and I'll say growing up in the hood, man, it's a lot that we face. And it's a universal situation. So my journey, my cousin used to come over our house every weekend, right? He was 9 years old at the time. I was 10. My brother was 11. He came over. He said, "Look what I got." And it was a bag of weed. You know what I'm saying? And we like, "What's that?" He said, "I don't know, but Daddy be rolling up and smoking it." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's where that journey began. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, and because of the conditions of our upbringing and things of that nature, it escalated. You know what I'm saying? To the point where, your brother was strung out. You know what I'm saying? And just out there, And so, at about when I was 19 years old, and by that time, man, I was doing all kind of things: hallucinogens, snorting, drinking, cigarettes, crack, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I was done. You know what I'm saying? I was this close, and then a situation took place out there in the street that, I put my life in some danger. You know what I'm saying? And I knew then, you better do something fast. You know what I'm saying? And so, but when I was 19, I was working as a porter, 4000 Massachusetts Avenue, high-rise building. I used to mop, sweep, clean the trash rooms out, things of that nature. And so one day I'm cleaning this room out and I'm throwing the stuff down the chute. And I picked this book up that was face down. I'm about to throw it down the chute. And it said, from hoodlum to hustler to pimp to genius, Malcolm X. And I was like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I'm around pimps, hoodlums, and hustlers all day. How this dude become a genius? You know what I'm saying? So instead of throwing that book down the chute, I took it home and started reading it. Now I'm changing, but in terms of information going in my head, like, wow, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? All of this stuff about Black people and our contribution to civilization. So anyway, and right around that time was when the dope busters started going into the community in DC, cleaning up the community. Right. So now I'm putting, because I didn't know who Malcolm was. I didn't know who the minister was. I didn't know who the messenger was. None of that, right? And so, so at that time, when I do this make this dumb move on the street, I said, man, I can't stay out here like this. So I was afraid to go to the mosque because of my condition. And I said, man, these brothers, man, they whooping jokers like me. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, the end of the book got cloudy with me, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand. I'm like, shit, I ain't going over there. I want to, but nah, So I did the next best thing, man. I went back to, because my mother been with Reverend Willie Wilson in DC for years. You know what I'm saying? So I went back to church. I said, man, I got to get some of this up off me before I go over there. You know what I'm saying? and and so the blessing was I was able to deal with the drugs, the cigarettes, the alcohol, all of that right there at Reverend Willie Wilson's church. You know what I'm saying? And then I finally got to a point where my discipline had to go to the next level. And the only place to go from there was the ranks of the FOI. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's powerful. So learning about Malcolm X to you making a choice, and then, man, shout out, of course, to Reverend Willie Wilson. Anybody that has been around the Nation of Islam or been to events, especially anything happening in DC, right, where the minister spoke, Reverend Willie Wilson most times was present, or the minister was at his church and opened up for him and gave some words. So he's always been an example of true Christian Muslim unity, that understands that we shouldn't have these artificial barriers. Man, if you're Black and you love our people, man, we should be standing together.
No doubt.
Man, he's definitely, man, an important part of the Nation of Islam's history.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so basically, man, what happened was, and so over the years, by Allah's grace, it's been over 28 years since I've been free and clear of drug abuse, alcohol, cigarettes, all of that, right? And over the years, I've told, just being out in the street with the final call, I've told my story so many different times, because if I see where I can relate, if I open my chest, then people tend to open their chest, and then you can get in and you can have some kind of effect. So I've been telling my story for years, and even recently. And so we were cleaning. I was at the foodie spot. We were cleaning, and we had a couple of people in there helping us clean. This was before we reopened, and a sister who I had shared my story with before, who had shared her story with me and how she was struggling and things of that nature, asked me a question. She said, man, when you stop using crack, how did you deal with how did you get rid of that craving? You know what I'm saying? And so I said, okay, if she asking me this question, It's serious. So I can't play with her when I answer. And there was a brother with her too. And, and I knew he needed to hear it too.
Mm-hmm.
I could see, And so when I started talking, the passion was so great. It was therapeutic, man. And it was like every step in my book was just boom, 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 just dropping it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, Brother Josh, People Podcast, had me on his podcast. And so he got to talking to me about my beginnings and things. So it came out. It was right there on my head. So it came out. And I could tell by some of the things that he was saying, you know what? It's time to write this book. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so because it's clearly a need, from a real life perspective. I looked at programs and I said, that ain't gonna work for me. I'm too sick for that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't go that route.
Yes, sir.
And by Allah's grace, the route we took, it was here and here. So we was able to document it, you know what I'm saying? And that's how that came about.
Man, so this book talks about your journey and you give people this. So you said 12 steps?
Well, it's nine steps in motion. See, 9 steps in motion. So it's a continuous process,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And what's the name of the book again?
Walking the Road to Recovery. It's right on Amazon.com.
Walking the Road to Recovery. Oh, let me put this in here, let me switch this up. So you made a decision, and then how long did it take you to explain to that sister how you got rid of the cravings?
Oh man, bro, you know how it go when we get on our box, boy. No, but I talked to her for at least about 30 minutes, because I was talking to the brother too, because I knew he wasn't asking no questions, you know what I'm saying? But I was talking to him.
But he was listening.
He was definitely listening.
So what's the first step?
You just said it. Make the decision. You got to make the decision, you know what I'm saying? Because, see, that wasn't the first time that I said I was going to stop. You know what I mean? You say it's many times you're going to stop. This is my last time. You know what I'm saying? But you got to really make the decision, And a lot of times where that decision that decision is usually born out of your rock bottom situation.
Yes, sir.
If you don't hit that rock bottom, it's gonna be hard to make the decision. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you talked about, of course, part of your process was coming through the church,
right,
and then coming to the mosque. Talk about that importance of the support group.
Yeah, and see, that's the second step is find the love. You got to find the love. First of all, the love for yourself. At that time, it was hard for me to write down 10 things about myself that I love.
Ooh, yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's very important, because the average person you ask, you love yourself? Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna start stumbling when you say how. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, of course I love myself. Then they fire a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Of course I love myself. You get a big old family size bag of Doritos and they eat the whole damn bag. You know what I'm saying? Little simple stuff that if you focus right there and check it off, like, okay, don't just say it out your mouth now. Document. Tell me, how do you love yourself? You know what I'm saying? And then that's one aspect of finding the love. Then, like, one of the first things I did after going through that whole night, destroying myself, first of all, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I could not look in the mirror at myself eye to eye. That's how much like crap I felt. You know what I'm saying? And so the first thing that I thought to do was to call my mother. And I told her straight up, I'm killing myself. I don't even give a damn. I need some help. You know what I'm saying? So that's another aspect of finding the love. Talk to people, man, that you know care about you. Everybody that you talk to don't care. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And all they want to do is spread your business or whatever. But you got to find the love in that sense. Find people that you know that if you give it to them, they're going to return some love in terms of, you know, they're going to return love. You know what I mean? And but I tell you, my uncle, Allah rest his soul, Paul Armstrong, he did something that really changed my whole life. He said, I want you to read Romans 7, and then we're going to talk about it. Tell me what you come up with. You know? And see, this was the first time that anybody ever sat me down with a scripture that dealt with my personal situation. We're going to get something out of this scripture based on your situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, Paul said, when I would do good, evil is present. So I find myself warring within my members. You know, who going to save me from this body of death? See, that was the first time that I came in contact with the difference between flesh and spirit. You know what I'm saying? And so that changed my whole mind. See, this right here ain't nothing but a series of urges and appetites. All it knows is what it want, when it want it right now. That's all this is. You know what I'm saying? But it's governed by what's in here. You know what I'm saying? And that Romans 7 gave me that. Right. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, yeah. So that support group was important. You know,
man, I love it. So this book you've written is showing people, giving people the steps that you took.
Exactly.
That helped you on the road to recovery, and it's been 28 years.
28 years.
So you definitely got a story to tell. So anybody that's listening, man, if you need this book for yourself or for somebody in your family, right? This definitely one to get. And some people, you know, it's alcohol. Some people it's drugs. I'm thinking that whatever your vice is, right? You giving people some tools to be able to, man, control, have that mental control. For some people, it's food.
Right. And that's the thing. Yeah,
it's like exactly. You said, man, I love myself, but I'm about to eat 20 bags of Flamin' Hots, 15 bean pies.
Exactly.
Tonight.
Exactly. Yes, sir. It's
about self-love, man. Taking care of myself, definitely, and breaking free from whatever chains that got us holding ourselves down.
Exactly. And that's the thing. The book, it's my situation was drugs and alcohol, cigarettes, you know, but the principles can be used on anything. You know what I'm saying? Because we habitual creatures, man, and we got good habits, we got bad habits, and bad habits we gotta get rid of. You know.
That's right. You got print copies at the store?
Well, they on the way. They probably
on the way.
Probably.
So wait a minute, hold on. You telling me I can come by in a little while?
In a little while,
right?
In a little while.
Get some delicious food.
Come on.
And get an excellent book for the mind. So you about to feed the mind and the body.
Come on now.
Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I love it, man. Folks, I love it because not only what you've done is help yourself go to a better way, and we see it all the time. Those of us who know you, man, we see what God has done in your life, man, and the joy and appreciation, the gratitude that you show, and how much you appreciate what He's done because you turn around and you try to help somebody else.
Praise be to Allah.
From eating a good meal,
Come on.
getting a good pie, to
Come
the
on,
word of God that's given to us. Of course, by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You definitely, man, is somebody I appreciate, man. Appreciate you for being on the show and sharing a little bit about your journey. And hopefully somebody that's reading this, or I mean, listening to this, is going to want to read the book. Or like I said, sometimes it's not you, but you know somebody that needs to read a book like that.
That's
and
right.
you know, for somebody who that you can touch and feel, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I was in a certain way reading a book from some doctor or psychologist that went to Yale or Harvard. I don't know if that's gonna do it for me.
Right.
I need somebody that's went through it.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? It's been through the fire and tell you, hey, you can survive it, man.
That's right. That's
not
right.
somebody on the outside the fire saying, I know that shit hot, man. Run.
That's right.
They don't know. They don't know what you went through, what you going through.
That's right.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Your book, I'm sure, is gonna be, man, help a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
As that first book you read from Malcolm X, the autobiography of Malcolm X helps you on your road.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So what's happening at the foodie spot today, man? What's the good food today?
Oh man, we got the lemon pepper dill salmon, we got the pineapple jerk chicken, we got the Cajun red snapper, you know what I'm saying? We got some mac and cheese, some butternut squash medley, yeah, some garlic green beans, black bean burgers, salmon burgers, lamb burgers, turkey burgers, man, come on, chicken gyros, and of course, Paradise Dessert. Matter of fact, you can go to Paradise Dessert without the S on the end. .com. If you out of state, we'll ship them to you.
Man, oh man, and look, I thoroughly enjoy it. I don't know what you put in there. I don't know if it's a little lemon. I don't know. I don't know what it was, man. Hey, but that pound cake.
Oh yeah,
woo,
yeah, that's Big Mom.
That's that loaf, man.
Yes, sir.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. A little crunch on it.
Come on now.
Man, I absolutely enjoyed it.
That butter, baby. Hey, all praises due. Man, I appreciate you, brother. No doubt.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So give us some closing remarks and we're going to close out the show.
Well, again, I'm grateful to Almighty God, Allah, for the teachings of the Most High Elijah Muhammad. I'm Mr. Louis Farrakhan. And I'm riding off a word. I'm riding off a word that the minister gave to me face to face personally in 1993 at Union Temple Baptist Church. I was the bass player for the Men's Day Choir, right? And he spoke that day. And after the service, he went downstairs to meet and greet. So I stood in the line. I already knew that the following day I would be in processing class because I already made that decision. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to figure out what am I going to say to the Mr. Louis Farrakhan. You know what I mean? So by the time I got up to him, we shook hands, we gave the greetings. And before I could say anything, he said, bass player, right? And so I was floored. You know what I'm saying?
Well, say that one more time.
He said bass player, right? Then I said, yes, sir. He said, you play a good bass, right? So I was floored because I was trying to say something great about him, and he said something great about me. So the only thing I can think to say after that was, thank you for showing me what a free man looked like. I hope to be that way one day. And he looked me down in my soul, man. He said, don't worry, brother, you will. You know what I'm saying? So what I'll leave is, what I want to leave with is that man word is born, and I'm living it. That's it.
That's it, brother. Man, we got to bring you back on the show because we didn't even go into the music aspect, man. It's a straight renaissance, man. Family man, baker,
and look,
musician.
Hey, look, and for the last 5 minutes, my daughter been calling and texting because my daughter work in the secretary department, right? And she supposed to be there by now. She's like, I have to go. I have to
Yes,
go.
sir. But we got to let you go, man, so you can take care, get her where she need to be.
No
we
doubt.
appreciate you. And man, as we close out, I just want to say that we heard through the grapevine that it was a sister coming from DC to help our national MGT captain's office. We didn't realize that the FOI was going to be getting a great gift as well, man. We thought it was just somebody coming for the sisters, man. So we thank a lot, man, for your presence in Chicago. You've been definitely a wonderful welcome.
Praise be to Allah. Thank you, beloved.
Yes, sir. All right. That's what I'm looking. Get that baby where she need to go.
Yes, sir. Walaikum salam, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm coming.
All right. That's that show for the day. I know we did an extended one, man, because I had 2 guests on and I had to bring to you all today. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. We're going to close out with the commercial. And we'll talk to y'all soon. Tomorrow, we'll be back on. We're going to be talking to Sister Sajda Muhammad. We've got the Elijah coins, and we're going to talk about that and how that came about. I'm thankful and blessed to be a part of producing that piece. And you're going to hear about the Sajda House and all of the new and upcoming exciting things that's going to be happening this year with that home. So peace. We'll talk to y'all soon. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings. My name is Toure Muhammad, the founder of Bean Soup Media. We are a content and digital marketing strategy company that empowers the brands of small businesses. We are a passionate team of designers, writers, photographers, and most importantly, problem solvers. And we come together to help you tell your story.
Brother Toure, you shared a post about our business a few years ago. It's reached almost 50,000 people within about 30 days. Brother Toure, through yourself, we have had so much media coverage, newspapers. We're talking about the Channel 7, Channel 9. You have brought so much attention to Sean Michelle's homemade ice cream, and I will never stop supporting Bean Soup Times and Black Chicago Eats. And I wish that others will also take a closer look what you have to offer, because we have benefited. Just take a look at Sean Michelle's. Take a look down the street. See the line to the next block. That's as a direct result of the social media that you posted. That's as a direct result of the live testimonies that you've done at Sean Michelle's. That's as a direct result of the writings that you've written up on Sean Michelle's homemade ice cream. And so God has really blessed you first to have a love for our community, to have a love for black businesses, and one for your brother, which you want for yourself.
In the building with us is Brother Toure Muhammad. He is the marketing genius behind Sissy's Taco. But Toure has been one of the pioneers in marketing, black marketing in Chicago. He did the, was it Black, not Black Chicago, Taste of Black Chicago. Doing it like the real, for y'all real marketers out there, bring us the food in the morning. I'm telling you. And then I just had some gummies too. Oh, my cousin. And they warm. I'm selling, you got the studio all smelling up. Brown paper bags. Toure Muhammad, you see him, check out Bean Soup Times. Check him out, all of his clients. Also, let me tell you what, he also represents Sean Michelle, right? So check him out. Ooh. He's also, man, I know they, let me tell you what, shout out to Sean Michelle. You know, I'm an ice cream connoisseur. Mm-hmm. So I love their ice cream, but boy, that line, good Lord, you got to park and wait and sit there and it'd be like down the block. Shout out to, and he also is a writer over at The Final Call, right? So Brother Toure Muhammad, extensive history, doing it like the marketing directors. We need to get you a gym shoe contract next, so you can bring the gym shoes in too. But I'm gonna tell y'all what, Sissy's Taco Bar doing their thing, popping up on a Friday. We're gonna be smashing these on air. Toure, thank you so much, my brother.
You guys, Brown Sugar Bakery has been using Bean Soup Times since 2009. We established our Facebook page 11 years ago. Look at that. We've grown as a company, and with Bean Soup Times, he's always been looking out for us and enticing all of you. I love you, Toure, for enticing my wonderful customers that are both Facebook fans and Instagram fans. I highly recommend Bean Soup Times, especially if you're brand new to social media or relatively new to social media, because Toure will make sure that he kindly and patiently walks you through getting up to speed online.